Hello to everyone, guys. I'm just down for a short discussion as I've been working a lot these 2 days, so I didn't have much time. I was also reffing. I started to ref another league. So right now I was having ups and downs. So yeah, we will do last minute discussions. This is going to be pinned post. Yeah, I just didn't have much of a time, but yeah, I've been very busy these few days, so trying to keep the ball rolling, trying to fight, and yeah, I'm doing a great job, and yeah. So, what do you think actually of the bouts coming up? Just let us take part in a regular discussion, and let's see which way it goes. I mean, UFC 262, really much. It's gonna be really much of a fun event, and me, I'm very much excited for that fight between Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler. Yeah, I'm very much excited for that card, and I really much think this is going to bring a lot of excitement. I'm pretty much sure this event is definitely going to be remembered as we will have the new lightweight champion finally. So on the other side, there is a boxing event this weekend. There are a few of them, but I kind of have a feeling that one of my favorite fighters is going to win again. So yeah, I'm pretty much excited. Also, we have 3 title fights in boxing, so I always picked number 1, but Dalton Smith is fighting. I'm also hyped because of that, and I'm trying to pinpoint to some aspects of the game, like we haven't seen any vein miss right now, which is very much positive. We haven't seen a vein miss in the UFC, and it makes me happy, really. There hasn't been many events where we haven't seen vein misses, so this is a very much positive way to go. That's actually very, very positive aspect of the game. But one negative aspect of the game is the fact that Tony Ferguson is in deep trouble. So if he loses now, it's going to be very, very hard for him to get back into the winning column. That's going to be a big problem for him. So if Tony Ferguson loses now, we will have there will be some massive problems for him, because he won't be able to recover so easily, especially considering that he is fighting Benel Dariush now. Benel Dariush, who's the greatest shape of his life, who's on a hot streak. Also, Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler. I picked Chandler to win, despite I believe Oliveira will keep the fight. On the ground. I kind of believe that Michael Chandler can fight wisely and piece him apart in the stand-up. So, especially after that fight against Hooker, I've got confidence at Chandler. Pretty much got confidence. Schnell versus Bontorin. Schnell versus Bontorin is, for some guys, it's a toss-up. For me, I don't think so. For me, it's not a toss-up. For me, it's like more chances to Rogerio Bontorin, but on the other side, more chances to Matt Schnell. I just think Matt Schnell is on a better shape right now. I just have to see whether odds have changed. for this UFC event. All right, I already told about LFA. I published my odds. I'm gonna skip that. Ben Darius still sits at minus 155. Odd for Chandler is greater. Choka is still favorite. Shane Burgos is a favorite over Edson Barboza. When I picked them, they were like even. Schnell versus Bontorino, odds are dropping. Right now, Ronaldo Souza is the favorite. So, yeah, right now Ronaldo Souza is the favorite to win this one. So, this pretty much. I didn't expect that. According to me, Andre Muniz, Ronaldo Souza, plus one, minus 110, minus 110 should have been a great odd. But right now, Ronaldo Souza is the favorite, which I kind of disagree. Really think it's a coin flip. My Grandi Landovanata, all right. My Grandi slight favorite. Antonina Shevchenko, Andre Ali. It really depends. If Antonina keeps the fight standing, she wins. But if not, it's gonna be a problem for her because Andre Ali's grappling is out of this world. Jamie Pickett versus Jordan Wright. Jordan Wright is a slight favorite. I actually picked right. Oh, Gina Mazany versus Priscilla Cachoeira. Odds are heavily dropping. Look at this. Minus 185 for Gina Mazany. It was minus 210. So it seems this is the greatest trap on the whole card, if you ask me. This is definitely the greatest trap on the whole card because, let's be honest, Gina Mazany is not so superior compared to Priscilla Cachoeira. Priscilla Cachoeira fought Valentina Shevchenko in her first fights, and that was a very much of a painful experience for her. I mean, she had so many strikes, but she is tough. She is tough opponent, and you can't say that she is a bad opponent because she is pretty much tough, and she knows what she wants. She wants to brawl. She wants to advance. She will not give up. She will not give up that easily, if you know what I mean. That's not gonna happen so easily. Gina Mazany can only win via decision. I don't see Gina Mazany finishing Priscilla Cachoeira. Kevin Aguilar versus Tucker Lutz. I'm kind of leaning more towards Tucker Lutz, and it seems bookies agree with my choice. Also, Christos Giagos versus Sean Soriano. I'm not confident at Christos Giagos at all. Not confident at all, but right now odds are dropping, and Giagos was minus 220. Now he is minus 192, which makes me believe that we will see a lot of changes. That we will see a lot of changes around here, especially with this Giagos experience. I don't know, kind of pick Giagos, but man, I'm not confident at all because Sean Soriano is not a bad fighter at all. I mean, he is not a bad fighter at all, and I kind of have a feeling. That this could be pretty much hard fight to watch. I don't know. I'm pretty much thinking which way could this go, but I heard John Morgan missed weight again. Tough break, Vlad. Oh, well, this is open weight. I don't know how can he miss weight again, but yeah, he is ducking. That's true. Yeah, he is ducking. But it seems he doesn't want the smoke. I will have to record another video on Monday or Tuesday. I will record another video. What's gonna happen if the fight gets dragged to the ground or if John Morgan gets dropped? Maybe I will have to record another video next week. Next week. Yeah, because I don't want to win via timidity, if you know what that means. Because if he gets dropped, he would probably refuse to get up. And I'm not a ground guy, so I have another very much entertaining idea of what to record, for next weekend, but seems like John Morgan is not interested in that smoke, I guess. But okay, never mind. Never mind about him. Lad brings the carnage. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, actually, I plan something with, if he gets dropped, he can refuse to get up and the fight can end because of timidity. You probably watched. There were a few fights that were ended via timidity because the opponent refused to get up. So I don't need victory via timidity. So I can record the video where I'm going to show what's going to happen if the fight gets dragged to the ground. I will try to keep it standing by any means necessary, if you know what it means, but victory via timidity is not something that I want. I either want victory via stoppage or maybe via decision if I win, of course. But I mean, first he has to accept the call out, which is probably not gonna happen, I guess. But never mind. Never mind. I will keep trying, because hope is the last one to die, and I have support of my lovely fans. So that's everything I need in my life. And sorry, because I haven't been much active these 2 days. I was working a lot. So when you have a lot of obligations, it's like sometimes it can be very, very hard. But yeah, you're right. He missed the weight again. But let's check now. Shane Burgos, Edson Barboza again. Going in the favor of Shane Burgos. Souza, Muniz, I don't know, man. If I really have to pick a guy, I would pick Muniz. Souza is like 43, but he's still okay. He's still good, still unpredictable. Grandi, Vanata, Go, Grandi. Jordan Wright, Jamie Pickett. Jamie Pickett is good, but I kind of see Jordan Wright as a more well-rounded fighter. Hence, odds are like similar. Andrea Lee versus Antonina Shevchenko. See Antonina Shevchenko winning that fight. But anyway, now let me discuss a bit on boxing. Dalton Smith is fighting Lee Appleyard, and Dalton Smith is my favorite boxer right now. I mean, I have a lot of favorite classic boxers, if you know what I mean. But again, I hope Dalton Smith is going to win via stoppage. I really think he is a better fighter and one of the best talents. Of the best talents at the moment. Alexandru Jura versus Tommy McCarthy. I believe this should go in the favor of Tommy McCarthy easily. Gamal Yafai, Jason Cunningham. People would say another mismatch, but I think Yafai is going to have a hard time against Cunningham. I don't see Cunningham as a bad boxer at all. So I'm down to say that I don't think he is a bad boxer at all. I think it's gonna be. I think it's actually gonna be an entertaining fight to watch. Giovanni De Carolis versus Leron Richards. Pretty much confident for Richards to win. Daniel Blanda dos Santos, Joshua Buatsi. One of my fans, Jakub Gospic, said that Joshua Buatsi is the greatest British talent. Is the greatest British talent at the moment. So I kind of trust the guy. He knows a lot about boxing, which is awesome, which is really, really awesome. And I back that up. His boxing knowledge simply rocks, and that makes me happy to have such kind of fans. It really much makes me happy, and it really much makes me wonder. How can I improve my relationship with boxing. So people like him inspired me, and this time Joshua Buatsi versus Daniel Blanda dos Santos. I believe this is the greatest mismatch on the card. About the other card, I only analyzed the Brandon Figueroa versus Luis Neri, and I picked Figueroa to win, which will be massive surprise for most of you. I kind of understand you. Because you will say that something's wrong with me, but I really think Brandon Figueroa is a great talent. I really see him as a great talent, and I really think he has what it takes to win in this event. So yeah, I think this weekend is not bringing like 10 competitions, but it brings some targeted competitions. In boxing, you can always find a fun, entertaining to watch event, but three title fights are going to be very, very interesting to watch. And people like Tommy McCarthy, Alexander Yordis are cruiserweights, 12 rounds. Leron Richards versus Giovanni De Caro super middleweights, 12 rounds. And Gamaliel Fire versus Jason Cunningham. This is 12 rounds, junior featherweights. I really see it as a pretty much fun event to watch. So, yeah. Just announced on Twitter. Just announced on Twitter. All right, I announced. So if somebody else wants to join, he can do it. Anyway, for this card, people are probably going to ask me which are your most confident picks and such things. But the point is, I don't have most confident pick for this card. Yeah, I know. I really, for boxing event, my most confident pick is Dalton Smith, definitely. But for this event, hard to find the most confident pick. I really don't have it. Maybe Matt Schnell. Maybe Matt Schnell is going to be my most confident pick. Not confident at Gina Mazzani. Not confident at Christos Giagos. Not confident at all with these guys with the small odds. So, yeah, the point is I'm not confident at all when it comes to them, and I'm kind of saying that this is going to be a very, very hard event for diehard fans and followers. For diehard fans and followers of the greatest sport in the world. So this time we will need something really much different to keep the attention. Something really much different to help us understand better. Help us understand better this how it goes. I kind of believe this is going to kind of believe this event might bring some new dimensions into the UFC, because we got new lightweight champion, but many situations are opening up at the moment. So I'm gonna tell you which situations and how. This is, let's discuss like this. Let me analyze fight by fight. Chandler got the title shot after only one match, but he was a previous Bellator champ after that violent knockout win. He got that, so it looked pretty much confident. Right now, UFC gonna get a new lightweight champion, but anyway, it's gonna get a lot of competition at light heavyweight. The roster is gonna be more and more complicated, if you know what I mean. the situation is going to complicate even more with Benel Dariush, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier. Of course, I think Conor McGregor is done, but again, I'm just talking about consequences, and I'm talking about the potential outcomes. Benel Dariush versus Tony Ferguson could sound like pretty much of a decent way to go. Also, Choka versus Arujo, it might open some. It might show who could be the next in line for the title shot. Really, it really could show, because if Choka wins, she could bounce back into title contention. If Arujo wins, that's going to open some. That's going to open some totally new doors. So if she wins, that's going to open some totally new door, and maybe Arujo will get title contention in the months or years to come. Barboza versus Burgos is a good match for two reasons. First of all, we will see whether Edson Barboza is ready to get into hoop into top 8, top 7 of 145 roster, because he was weaker at 155. Edson Barboza had the best kicks, but he was weaker than the majority of competition. He was way weaker, and that was not good for him. That was not good for him, because that didn't lead to good high quality fights. It made a lot of problems for him. So I was really thinking that Edson Barboza should change the weight class, and I kind of have a feeling that Edson Barboza listened to me. Yeah, I'm just joking, but look at like this. Edson Barboza dropped a few pounds down, and it really made a big change. It was a very big change for Edson Barboza, and he adjusted well. At 145, nobody really destroyed him. That didn't happen. Nobody really destroyed him. So, yeah, I kind of believe this was good for him. This was very, very good. So, yeah, I think it was. I think it was actually a bit of a different idea for him, for Edson Barboza. And right now we will see if Shane Burgos wins. Maybe he can fight the best names. Right now at 145, I don't know what's gonna happen with Zabit, with Yair. So we'll see who stays, like Holloway, maybe Volkanovski. Situation is very much complicated at 145 because it's stacked with very, very big names. But maybe Edson Barboza or Shane Burgos are going to make the situation even more entertaining. Do you have a prediction on the Chad Ochocinco boxing match? No, I didn't record that. Let me check. No, I didn't record that. No, sorry. I didn't record that. I will check now. You think the former NFL star who... You think on the former NFL star who now wants to fight Maxwell? Is that the guy you're asking me? Did I understand well? That's the guy who's fighting Brian Maxwell. I actually had an interview with Brian Maxwell. That's the guy you're asking me. When is that taking place? Oof. I know a lot about Brian Maxwell because I interviewed Brian Maxwell, but about Chad, let me see. Did he have any boxing fight or... let me check box record. No. He didn't have boxing fights. Let me see. Chad Johnson. Oh, yeah, he's unranked, man. Yeah, he's unranked. And Brian Maxwell, I know Brian Maxwell. He fought at Bare Knuckle. Yeah, Maxwell fought at Bare Knuckle. I know the guy, I interviewed the guy. Brian Maxwell is, I think, 0-2 in Bare Knuckle. Gaspar Pierre lost. Yeah, he lost to T. Cummins. He lost to Ulises Diaz. Yeah, he lost to Jared Warren too. Yeah, on the line, he lost to T. Cummins via decision. Yeah, June 15. Maxwell is gonna kill him, and no, Chad has never competed, just trained. For that fight, the problem is because I don't know much about Chad. That's a problem. He has never fought, so I can't watch his highlights. But I've seen strategical improvements in that fight against T. Cummins. If you watch the Brian Maxwell's BKFC events, you can watch it. It's you can easily find it. You've seen, you've seen that Brian Maxwell was defeated twice via KO TKO. I discussed him about that, but later he had that bout against T. Cummins. So I'm like very, very, how to say, very much intrigued by that. I just wanted to tell you that in the first two fights, I've seen a very inexperienced fighter. I'm talking now about Brian Maxwell. But I watched that fight against T. Cummins. So that fight against T. Cummins was different. I've seen a tactical guy. That was, it was funny press conference. You are right. I've seen a tactical guy. I've seen an entertaining guy. I've seen a smart guy in that fight against T. Cummins. Tony Ferguson is the emperor, man. Believe me. I'm a die-hard fan of Tony Ferguson, and I will start crying if he loses, despite I picked against him. Does Maxwell, listen, Maxwell had fair boxing skills, but in the fight against T. Cummins, he showed great tactical skills. I can't call him a great boxer. I can call him a good boxer, a good bare knuckler. When it comes to boxing match, I didn't watch him, but I can call him a good bare knuckler. So you can watch. Just watch that match and watch Maxwell versus Diaz, and you will see the difference. Versus Ulises Diaz, and you will see the difference. The guy evolved. So if Chad hasn't fought, then I think Maxwell is going to win. But again, I haven't watched Chad. That's a problem. He's all. Tony Ferguson went and Darius and Chandler at that press conference trash talking. Dana White has a funny laugh. Well, Tony Ferguson is one of the most entertaining guys in the game. And I would really love to watch Tony Ferguson more in the UFC. He deserves that spot. Yeah. And about where is Blade? I've seen in Brian Maxwell, I've seen a guy who's improving his skills, and I've seen a guy who evolves, who grows, who gets better and better. I mean, of course, he fought like the best possible fighter in the division. Like it happened against Ulises Diaz. Ulises Diaz is one of the best guys in the division. But T. Cummins is maybe top 5, top 7 of the division. So that speaks about Brian Maxwell now as a good bare knuckler. And unless Chad is very skillful, I think he's going to have a very hard time against Brian Maxwell. I really think he's going to have a very hard time. But considering the fact they are fighting, like how they say, considering the fact that they are fighting in a boxing ring, I don't know. Bare knuckle and boxing is not the same. I'm so pumped for Tony Ferguson-Dariush fight. That trash they had yesterday really made me want to see the fight more. Me too, man. Okay, yes, I'd like to see how that boxing match goes. Yeah, thank you. I'm just telling you that I'm seeing like a very big difference. It was this and now this when it comes to Brian Maxwell. But again, maybe he has changed a bit. Yeah, man, I'm so hyped for Tony Ferguson. You can't believe how hyped I am. I'm a diehard fan of Tony as well, as you know. I mean, Ferguson is going to hurt Darius tomorrow. I hope he will. Despite I picked Benel, I will be hoping until the last time, Brett, that I made a terrible mistake. I'm really going to hope that I made a terrible mistake. So, again, I mean, we will see. Just need to photo something. All right. I just photo something. I need this tomorrow for work. So, yeah, I want to say that Tony Ferguson think Benel is going to win. I also think Benel is going to win, but but if Tony proves I'm wrong, I will be happy because my heart is with Tony. I mean, man, I grew up on Tony's fights. There is an emotional connection. I can't lie to you. I was feeling sorry every time Tony lost. Hope Darius doesn't hold Ferguson down like Charles did. Hopefully we have a stand-up war. Darius is just too good wrestler. I'm telling you, Toron, I'm very much worried. I'm very much worried about that aspect of the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm worried. And I'm worried for a good reason. He'll probably try to drag him to the ground, and he will probably try to keep the ball rolling with that again. Who knows? And I would like that I'm wrong, but again, I don't think I'm making a mistake. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm making a mistake, but hope is the last to die. So hope is definitely the last to die. So let's hope together. Hey, Uncle Mike, how are you, man? I believe Darius will stand with Tony. I would like to see Darius standing with Tony, but I think he will try to drag the fight to the ground. If he stands with Tony, I think Tony is better in the stand-up. I really think Tony is better in the stand-up than him. And that means Tony will have greater chances for victory. But again, Benel Darius is like... Could you get Jan Blachowicz on an interview? I tried, but he didn't respond. Very hard to get to Jan Blachowicz. I was earlier pretty much close to interview Jirka Prohashka, but I was also unable to get. I mean, I had discussion, but Jirka was always having a lot of obligations, and unfortunately didn't come to fruition. Only came to fruition with David Dvorak. Doing fine. Tony and Darius will be a dogfight. Yeah, Charles Oliveira and Chandler is also going to be a dogfight. We will see. But from that aspect of the game, I picked Chandler to win. So thank you, Uncle Mike. Thank you so much, man. From that aspect of the game, I really much think I was really much thinking that. Listen, hope is the last to die. So let's hope I made a big mistake with that fight. I mean, we can hope together. You can do that for me, right? I mean, my heart wants Tony to win, but yeah, I'm going with Charles. I'm going with Charles. Okay, good luck, man. I'm only going with Chandler because of that super dominant victory over Dan Hooker. But again, if Charles drags this fight to the ground, goodbye, Michael. There's no chance Michael is going to defend his submission attempts. I think Charles is going to hurt Chandler on the feet, then take him down and sub him. On the feet, I don't know. But on the ground, Charles Oliveira is 100% better. So As long as Chandler keeps the fight standing, he has good chances to win. If the fight goes to the ground, goodbye, Michael. I mean, let's be honest, Charles Oliveira is the guy with the greatest number of submissions. So what can we say? I mean, Chandler by TKO. If Chandler wins, it's gonna be via stoppage. If Oliveira wins, it's gonna probably be victory via submission. I don't see. I mean, Oliveira is a good striker, but I don't see Oliveira knocking Chandler out. I see Oliveira submitting Chandler pretty easily. Yeah, we will see tomorrow, Toran. Yeah, we will see tomorrow. But again, I'm just telling my thoughts on the game again. I might be wrong. I might be right. Oh yeah, this is like Chad Johnson. Just checking this. Yeah, the guy has never boxed. I don't know. Haven't seen his highlights. Sorry, guys, I haven't seen his highlights, so I won't be able to answer your question this time. I'm going to go with Brian Maxwell for that fight, if that's the question. So let's see. I mean, let's see at the end of the day. Anything can happen, right? So Oliveira versus Khabib would have been great. Yeah, but that fight is not going to happen. Yeah, I'll act like Chandler didn't knock out his last Bellator fight. Chandler knocked out Dan Hooker, so Chandler can knock out Charles Oliveira. He can knock him out. I'm not underestimating Chandler's knockout power. It's never easy to knock out Dan Hooker, man. It was a massive surprise for me. I was expecting Chandler is gonna ground and pound Hooker, but I didn't expect Chandler is gonna destroy him on the feet. He has no highlights. Chad is only taking this boxing match for a paycheck. I'm going with Maxwell, but I don't know how much you should trust my predictions because I haven't seen Chad's highlights and I haven't seen his training highlights. In many cases, when I make predictions, I watch highlights for both fighters and I do a deep research. This time, I don't have the possibility to do deep research. I know a lot about Brian Maxwell. I really know a lot about that guy. I do know a lot. I interviewed him. I really know a lot about the guy. You can type this. You can check that. You can check that interview. You will find out a lot about the guy. And he is evolving. He is evolving. He is getting more and more dangerous, as well as you can probably see. You can check that interview, guys. So yeah, how are you, Pale Monkey? Greetings, man. Greetings. Thank you so much. And yeah, wonderful. Чудесно. Tomorrow we will all gonna rock together. These 2 days I've been working a lot, so haven't been pretty much available. But yeah, boxing has 3 title fights. Kind of predicted Joshua Buatsi, Daniel Blanda, Dos Santos is gonna finish quickly. Let me just see. Joshua Buatsi versus Dos Santos. Let me just see that start time. I think I'm gonna do two events one after each other. 7 p.m. Yeah, it's 8 p.m. my time. Let me see. Leron Richards, Giovanni De Carolis, Tommy McCarthy. Dalton Smith is also fighting. This is 5 title fights. Leron Richards versus Giovanni De Carolis, vacant European super middleweight title. Tommy McCarthy, Alessandro Ur, McCarthy's European cruiserweight title. Dalton Smith, Lee Appleyard, vacant English super lightweight title. Gamaliel 5 versus Jason Cunningham, F5's European bantamweight title. Joshua Buatsi, Daniel Blanda dos Santos for Buatsi's WBA International Light Heavyweight title. Whoa. Just say whoa. Whoa. Awesome. Just awesome. This is going to be an awesome night of boxing. And we are later going to tune into the UFC. So I just hope they're not going to scrap any bout of this card because it would be a disaster. It would really be a disaster if they scrap a bout of the card. But for now, it's looking pretty much quiet and calm. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12. 10 p.m. I wonder when are these prelims gonna kick off? Okay, looks like a decent card. I will check it additionally, but maybe at some moment I will cover both boxing and MMA. I will really give everything I have to cover this wonderful event, and it's really gonna be wonderful, because at the end of the day, we're all here for great discussion. We're all here to exchange some great thoughts, and that's something nobody can take away from you guys. That's something nobody can take away from you. And when you're having this unity with your fans, nobody can stop between you and your lovely die-hard fans. These are connections that last. And me, at the end of the day, I'm the guy who really and honestly loves his fans. And you will see when I start making these t-shirts, every single t-shirt that I send is going to be inked. It's going to be inked like an autogram. I'm gonna make an autogram. I'm gonna show respect to my fans because that's something nobody does. How would you think MVP would do in the UFC at welterweight? That's a good question. I think MVP could reach top 5. Top 5, but not champ status. He is kind of very fast. Maybe top 5 or top 7. I don't see MVP winning the belt, but I see him at top 5 or top 7. I don't know. Do you agree, or do you agree with my idea? Or I think he has what it takes to be at the top of the division, but at the end of the day, Venom Page is just, how do you say, venomous? I like to say that. The guy is venomous, but I love him because of that, because of this venom. He has great karate skills. Wish he could keep his hands up. Actually, I don't know whether that's karate. He is Black Sash in Lao Gar, which is a style of kung fu. But I'm not sure these are karate strikes. This is more like, this is Lao Gar, actually. That's his skills. That's some kind of kung fu. But again, he modified his skills. So he is kind of, you can call him a modified karateka or modified kung fu fighter, whatever. But he kind of reminds me a lot on Taekwondo with kicking, and his movement is really out of this world. We can discover some similarity with Wonder Boy when it comes to Venom Page. I also gave my t-shirts for creation 1 week ago, so I hope they will be ready in like 2 weeks. I hope. Fights like Easy, love his striking skills. Yeah, I do love him. I do love him too. And Venom Page is venomous and very entertaining to watch. I love to see guys who keep us on the feet. And they do keep me on the feet. These guys like Venom Page, they really keep us on the feet, and that's really good. That's really entertaining. And I'm thinking that Venom Page is that Venom Page would be a shot through the heart for UFC. It would bring a lot of pay-per-views because he is very popular and his fighting style draws a lot of crowd. I would be so happy to see that. I would be so happy to see Venom Page in the UFC, and I think that's pretty much of a good idea. if you ask me, pretty much of a good idea of seeing Mr. Venomous here. He could definitely beat guys in the UFC, would have trouble with wrestlers though. True, absolutely agree. I want to go big on Chandler Oliveira, not going 5 rounds. What do you think? The fight probably will not last 5 rounds. I don't see that fight lasting more than 3.5, maybe. I don't think it's gonna go. I don't see it going for 5 rounds. Oh yes, it would. MVP versus Kevin Holland or easy. Yes, striking matchup would be good, but yeah, he would have a hard time with wrestlers. Michael Chandler reminds me of a prime Woodley, very explosive wrestlers with crazy right hand power shot. Well, actually, I was thinking that Michael Chandler is just a wrestler while I was watching him. At Bellator, but right now I see he modified his fighting style a lot now. Now he is actually a good wrestler and very offensive striker, which is like he cuts the distance well and he marches forward all the time, which is at least a bit odd, man. At least a bit odd, but he is entertaining to watch. You can't say anything to him when it comes to that aspect of the game. Literally, I can't say anything to him. Woodley is a great striker too, or was. Woodley was great striker. Woodley nowadays, I don't know, man. He changed a lot. I don't know what happened to Woodley nowadays, but unfortunately, he changed a lot. Yeah, something. I don't know, man. Something happened to Woodley. Like he is not Mr. Prime anymore. He's different now. He changed too much. That's not Tyrone Woodley he used to be. That's definitely not Tyrone Woodley he used to be, so... I don't know, since he hooped on a losing streak, something has changed. Something is simply not okay. I'm wondering what happened to Tyrone Woodley. I really don't know what happened to him, but something is wrong, guys. Something is simply too wrong. Something is so wrong. I don't know, man. Since Woodley opened up his own dojo, I don't know, he became different. That's not Tyron Woodley I got used to look. He's slower. He's not that explosive anymore. He's a different type of fighter right now. He was one of the best right hands of the UFC. You know how he dropped Darren Till and many other fighters with that explosive right hand, but I don't know what's happening to him now. But maybe he will recover. Maybe he will never recover. I know he's past his prime, but I always believe in a second chance. I'm the guy who hides behind hope is the last to die, so... I just, when it comes to Tyron Woodley, I just don't see Tyron Woodley, how you say, I just don't see Tyron Woodley improving his striking skills because at his prime, he was one of the most fearsome strikers in the division. Right now, he's just a shade of that striker. His wrestling is still good, absolutely, but he's just a shade of that right hand that dropped the greatest names of the division, that gave a hard time to some of the most potential names on the roster. So, Yeah, right now, I believe Tyrone Woodley. I believe Tyrone Woodley should change some training sessions. I don't know. I don't know. He should at least behave differently. I mean, who knows? Who knows, guys? I'm gonna be live for 5 more minutes, just to know. Then I'm going to sleep. I will rewatch these ceremonial veins. I will rewatch it. So just want to tell you that I really much enjoyed this. Really much enjoyed this conversation. Tyrone is from my hometown, but will likely sing his best performances. Wishing him all the best in whatever is next to him. Where are you from? Where are you from? Which town? I had interview with Tyrone's coach, Dean Thomas, but unfortunately I have never had Tyrone in the show. So, oh, St. Louis, Missouri. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, St. Louis, Missouri. That's awesome, man. It's really awesome. Yeah, St. Louis, Missouri sounds like a great place right now. Tyrone has his own dojo. So when I was discussing Dean Thomas was saying that he said that he was in Tyrone Woodley's gym. It was during COVID time, so thanks God I was able to have that interview with Dean Thomas, and that was awesome. That was really much awesome because that guy, Dean Thomas, Lloyd Irvin, Ricardo Liborio, Mark Montoya, they are like Mike Winkeljohn. I mean, thanks God they exist, because without them, UFC would not progress that quickly. Yeah, UFC would not progress that quickly without them. They're just excellent, guys, and they are dedicated. Very much dedicated. They're very, very much dedicated, and they are really, when you're interviewing coaches, when you're talking to fighters, when you're doing such things, it really makes you happy. It makes you very, very happy, It kind of becomes the part of you, like you become one with MMA, just like I became one with MMA, because MMA is my life passion, and everything I ever wanted in my life was to be a martial arts commentator and to be the guy with martial arts background and such things. But again, at the end of the day, I was wondering about this card, which could be the greatest upset, and Chandler is the upset. I mean, according to bookies, I don't know. Charles Oliveira obviously tricked bookies again. So, to me, majority of this fight. Also, Tony Ferguson is a heavy underdog, which is like strange. Priscilla Cachoeira is heavy underdog, which is a big trap. I don't know. I think this event is going to be very hard, especially for me. Because I'm emotionally related to Tony Ferguson, and I'm emotionally related to Chandler's opponent. So, but I picked against them. I'm a big fan of them, but I picked against them, which I very rarely do. But I'm trying not to follow the path of my emotions, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to stay away from doing emotions, from including emotions into that. So yeah. At the end of the day, I'm really trying to stay away from that. So who knows? I was really trying to. So yeah, for this card, I mean, let's just see what's gonna happen, guys. Let's just see what's gonna happen. I'm very, very much excited for this card. We're gonna cover both, probably. We're gonna cover both boxing and UFC. Unfortunately, I was planning to cover Newcastle, Manchester United, but I had to work today. I was like very, very busy. So ceremonial weigh-in is going to start right now, and you guys, us, we are definitely going to enjoy. Let's enjoy tomorrow. And thank you so much for following me, for giving me, for showing that level of respect to me. And yeah, you definitely rock. So thank you so much for staying loyal, and have a great day, everyone. Have a great night, and tomorrow gonna hang out.